As we celebrate our 70th anniversary here at WSAV, we're taking a look back at the names and faces you grew to love. One of them, a young anchor with a hunger for news and history that came together here at WSAV. WSAV's Ben Katko has the story.
Good evening. I'm Michael Jordan. Tina has the night off.
A lot of names and faces have taken a seat at the anchor desk at WSAV over the last 70 years.
My loves at the time were history and Savannah and local news.
Michael Jordan is one of those names.
Savannah just blew me away. I mean, you know, the squares, the monuments.
A phone call in late 1997 and a personal offer to work for free instead turned into a paycheck, and more importantly, years of impactful storytelling and a path to the evening anchor desk alongside Tina Shaw.
WSAV News 3 at 11 starts now.
Went from weekend anchor, eventually the station added a 5 o'clock show. I think that was around the year 2000, and so I became the inaugural co-anchor of that show with Tina Shaw. And then eventually became the co-anchor of the 5, the 6, and the 11 o'clock. So I was doing 3 shows a night with Tina. And we had a lot of fun doing that.
Thanks for being with us. The Tonight Show is up next.
Have a good night, everybody.
In the years that followed, trips abroad to cover deployed troops in war zones took a special place in his heart.
We went to Kandahar. And I fell in love with being with troops downrange, with bringing the story of local soldiers and airmen and Marines and sailors back home to their families and telling those stories in a way that nobody else could.
We showed up here, and within just a few hours of landing on the ground, we started to meet more and more people from Savannah.
We received an Edward R. Murrow Award and Georgia Associated Press Best Documentary Awards. We were doing some really remarkable work that helped to tell stories and bring them home for families to see in a really special way.
And for Michael, the next chapter started after leaving the desk at WSAV in 2004 to follow a lifelong love of history as an author, documentary filmmaker, and storyteller traveling the world, visiting nearly 70 countries.
I took the skills that I learned in storytelling and understanding a local neighborhood that I'd gained at WSAV and put them to use, and was able to produce more than 30 historical documentaries about Savannah. And I'm still doing some of that work today.
These days, his Savannah roots are transplanted with his family in Knoxville, working for the University of Tennessee.
I never intended to leave Savannah, but I met a wonderful woman and married her. My wife, Krista, was a professor at Georgia Southern University. And we stayed in Savannah for a few years and loved it, but she was recruited to come to a think tank at the University of Tennessee in Knoxville.
Savannah still has a special place in his heart that after all these years shines as bright as it did the day he walked into WSAV almost 30 years ago.
Never take for granted how lucky you are to be able to walk outside your house and see a live oak tree with Spanish moss hanging in it, or go stroll through the squares of downtown Savannah. Savannah is a really special place. I miss it still. It's the most enjoyable job I've ever had. Being an anchor on WSAV and being a reporter and telling those stories was just the greatest joy ever.
You can still find Michael's work at your local bookstore with the best-selling coffee table book, Savannah Square. He's written several others and is now working on his 6th publication.